Okay, so vlog part 2. This is day 5, and this took me a week to compile. Day 5 is basically just me going to Birmingham, and then day 6, well, I stayed in Birmingham together with Jeff Brown and also Ryan Cahill. And yeah, Matt from the Broken Banding picked us up, and this is us as we're going to Ludlow Castle. But before we go to Ludlow Castle, I went to the Broken Banding unit, and that's me. At the back is Broken Banding Books. And then we go to Ludlow Castle. And yeah, I think this is a beautiful place. I did not expect that I would go to Birmingham, but Matt, he invited me, and I'm really glad because I get to see more of the UK now. And yeah, this is us in the Ludlow Castle. And tada, this is me in front of it. And this is really the first time ever I saw a castle in person. And it is more beautiful and more, I don't know how to say this because there's so much history. So there's something of a special feeling of being there. And that's how I felt when I was in Ludlow Castle. Like, imagine all the history that has happened in this one castle. And it has become a ruin, but at the same time, I'm still super happy to be going here. And look, there's a dog. If only Choco Boy could go here, I think he would be super thrilled looking at this. But you know, Choco Boy, he's always happy as long as he's with me, and it's unfortunate that he couldn't come with me to the UK. But anyway, yeah, this is Little Castle. If you haven't been here and you had a chance to go here when you're in the UK, I strongly recommend it. I think it's a beautiful place. And this is inside, I think, a dungeon. I'm not really sure what this is, but yeah, it feels like a dungeon. Yeah, pretty much all of my days in the Birmingham and also in the Worldcon is spent together with Jeff Brown. You know, Jeff Brown, the cover artist who I have collaborated a lot with on many artwork for the Broken Binding and also Malazan, Book of the Fallen. And yeah, that's Matt. He's the owner of the Broken Binding, and that's Jeff Brown. This is me inside, I don't know what, a dungeon, I guess. Ta-da! But yeah, even though this place is technically, well, it's a ruin, so it's not a beautiful place, but at the same time, as I said, because there's so much history contained in it, there is something special about being there. And this is from the top of the Ludlow Castle. Now, this view, it is stunning. I think it is a beautiful view, and I was up there for quite a while, just embracing all of it. See, that's me. And fun fact, my old email is actually eternal green. That's due to my fascination with grass. And yeah, this is me in a bookstore at Ludlow. And yeah, I did not end up buying anything here, but you will see all the books that I buy from my UK trip soon. Always happy to be visiting bookstores all over the world, really. And this is just us walking down the road. And that's pretty much it for day 6. And then we move on to day 7. Day 7 is us going to Warwick Castle. And I thought Ludlow Castle was gorgeous. Warwick Castle is even more. But before that, I stopped by at Stratford-upon-Avon first. This is all the books at the Works. And then I met Anthony from Curious King. Yeah, that's Anthony, the owner of the Curious King. Awesome person and also awesome production, really. You cannot get a better production than Curious King, in my opinion. The production is top-notch. And yeah, this is at the Chaucer Hat bookshop. Inside here, I actually bought 4 books. Those are the Conqueror series by Con Eagledon, the first 4 books in the Genghis Khan series, and I bought them for £5 each. All of them first edition hardcover. And yeah, that's one of my favorite series, so yeah, I ended up buying them. And this bookstore, it consisted of mostly used books. But I'm quite surprised by how many of them are still in very good condition, like this one, the Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. And there are still so many more examples of this. And I think me and Anthony, we were browsing around this one. Yeah, this is the Folio Society section. And this was the moment that I just finally realized just how old and how old and amazing Folio Society is. They have been around for a long time. And yeah, so I end up browsing all of this, and yeah, they are still in their slipcase. All the books here are still in their slipcase, almost all of them anyway. And these are almost all of them are Folio Society production. It's incredible. And then I went walking around Stratford-upon-Avon. I also met one of my patrons, Alicia, here. And then finally we went to Warwick Castle. And yeah, I will not show all the clips when I was in Warwick because there are so many of them. But this place, it is stunning. It's even more stunning than Ludlow Castle. I called that knight General Radon from the Elden Ring. But everything inside Warwick Castle is even better than Ludlow Castle, obviously because Ludlow Castle is a ruin, but this one, it seems like everything has been kept intact. And yeah, it's awesome really, just being here, even though I was super exhausted already due to buying too many books, but it was amazing. And this is a bas relief art that I took a shot at. And this is a library inside the Warwick Castle. And yeah, of course, every time I see books, I always have to stop for a while and, well, record or take photos of them like this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it from our trip in Warwick Castle. In day 8, we will be going to Worldcon. But before that, of course, I'm just super happy to be in Birmingham as well. I look forward to getting back here someday. And this is me and Jeff in the hotel just working on the Dark Forest cover art. It was so much more easier working together in the same room rather than, well, going back and forth between emails. And some of you, I think, might have seen the cover art for Dark Forest. But day 8, this is us at Glasgow going to the SAC, to the Worldcon. And this is SAC, World Science Fiction Society. And this is the first time I went to Worldcon. And yeah, it is amazing. That's Batmobile. I think it isn't the original Batmobile, but we got here very early. That's me talking with Daphne, Bryce from Raidmark, Jeff, and also Matt. But yeah, something that was really special when I was there. Apparently, there's this ribbon of Petrik Leo fan club. If you're on Twitter, you might have seen that. But yeah, I did not know anything about it, and it became kind of like a trend here for people who saw me, and they asked me to sign their ribbons. And this is Jeff asking to be crowned. It's so fun, really. And again, this is me together with other Bookstagrammer, Fantasy Novice, and also Velden Reads, and that's Crystal Matar on the right, the author of The Legacy of the Brightwash. And beside me is actually Taylor, from Made in Taylor, a great booktuber and also a great friend. And I was signing all these ribbons, so I did not expect that when I was going to Worldcon. I totally did not expect that I will be signing many ribbons. And shockingly, all these ribbons, all of them were taken, even though there were hundreds of them. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So this is me. I think this is signing a Fantasy Novice ribbon. I already signed Jeff, as you can see earlier, or maybe this is Crystal Matar. Oh, I'm signing Velden. This is Velden's, and I'm drawing Patrick Star on the ribbon. Something special for him. And after that, we went inside because the vendor was open, I think, at 12 or 1 p.m. So after it's open, and now we browse around the Worldcon. And then this is Waterstones sections. And then besides that, it is the Broken Binding. I was searching for the Broken Binding when I was here. There's something that feels truly special to me here, is that I did not expect that there would be so many people who recognize me. And yeah, I'm not exaggerating, and that's Ben. Ben is one of my patrons, and I'm really happy to meet Ben as well. I don't know, as I said, I just did not expect it would be this crazy and awesome. That's Nicholas Eames, the author of The Band, and also Michael Miller, the author of Ascendant and Songs of Chaos series. So of course I have to take a picture with Nick because I've been friends with him for many years now. And yeah, it's crazy that it's only now we finally got to meet and we took a picture together. We spent a lot of time together when we were in Worldcon. And this is me signing again. I think this is me signing Ryan Cahill's books. I actually forgot what I wrote here. I think I wrote, this is to all the characters who are whiny or something. It's something like a criticism that has been directed toward Ryan Cahill's books for many times now. And we all took turns signing his books here, of Blood and Fire. That's Nicholas Eames signing of Blood and Fire. And this is at the Broken Binding booth. And then that's me with Hello Future Me, Tim from Hello Future Me. Amazing YouTubers. You should check out his channel as well, especially if you love Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then that's Peter Fennery, the author of Battle Mage. That's me talking with him as I was going to help him with the cover reveal of his next book. This is Inkstone Place, and yeah, I got something from here, and that's Philip C. Quenchel, the author of the Echo Saga. I was talking to him about, I actually forgot what I was talking to him about here, and this is me when I saw Joe Abercrombie walking around alone, so I took a picture with him, and again, walking back inside the vendor place, and I saw Dyrk Ashton, the author of the Pattern Nurse trilogy. So of course I took a picture with him as well. I took a picture with so many people actually. And this is me and Jeff Brown holding up the artwork that we worked together. And then this is us having dinner in an Indian restaurant, super good Indian restaurant. See, that's the Broken Binding team. And then after that, we got back to a party at the hotel, and that's Joe Monti, the editor of Saga Press. And finally, day 9, at the morning, I asked Jeff Brown to sign all of my art print that I got from him. This is basically all the artwork that we have worked together with. I directed all of this, and Jeff Brown did the illustrations. So these are all for the Malazan Book of the Fallen and paper, and also for the cover art of Three Body Problem, and also Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn. It turns out really well, and as I'm recording this, the cover art of Dark Forest and also Stone of Farewell have been revealed, and I'm really happy with all the positive reception. It's amazing to see so many people being thrilled with these editions, with these coming editions. I cannot wait to receive my own copy of Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn, and also Three Body Problem, the Broken Binding edition, and that's Stone of Farewell, the second book in Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn trilogy. And I haven't finished working on the Green Angel Tower yet when I was in the Worldcon. And that is me with Daphne, the owner of Illumicrate. Incredible person. And again, this is just us walking around the convention again. That's Gregory Cantasis. That's Bryce, and that's me talking with Nick Martel about manga and anime. And as you can see, I already hold a copy of Soul Arts. And this is me talking with Gary, one of my patrons. Really cool of you, Gary, to visit and encounter and to talk with me. And this is one of the most memorable experience in my life. So they actually asked me, the kids actually asked me, they wanted the Petrik Leo fan club ribbon. And then after that, they wanted me to sign their ribbons. And I'm sorry, I have to blur the face here just in case, because I haven't asked permission. I don't know their social media. And yeah, but anyway, I'm really grateful for this. I don't know whether they know about this, but this makes my day, and I will always remember this. The parents are awesome, the kids are amazing as well, and I hope they will grow becoming a great reader of fantasy and science fiction. So yeah, this is such a memorable experience for me, and I will never forget about it. And yeah, I took a picture with them because, well, in reality for me, I'm really happy as well. And then after that, I disturbed Ryan Cahill again because he deserves to be disturbed. Yeah, this is just him signing, and then after that, I took a picture with Gregory Cantasis. And then this is Jeremy Sazal, the author of Stormblood, and also Adrian from Grimdark Magazine, the owner of Grimdark Magazine. As you can see, I met a lot of people in Worldcon, and they are all better in person, not gonna lie. Their personality are so much better in person. I think this is me playing around with this plate, and apparently I'm quite good at this. But yeah, as I said, this is me and Jeff being in a line for Joe Abercrombie signing. And that's him. And one of the things that I will always cherish about this trip is how often and how much I get to talk with Joe Abercrombie. This is not the only time I get to meet him and talk with him. There's so many more, and you will see them again in this vlog. And this is him signing one of my books. I bought Last Argument of Kings, and I asked him to sign my copy just as a memory, like a memory that I went there to Worldcon and have him sign my book. And Jeff Brown wanted the same as well. It's awesome, really. I think many of you should know by now that Joe Abercrombie is one of my top favorite authors of all time. He's partly responsible of why I became a reader of fantasy novels. We were talking about The Devils here, by the way, his upcoming book. And it's a book that I'm reading right now at the time of editing this video. And that this video took me a week to compile. It's so tiring, and I think hopefully the result is worth it. This is me talking with Jamie from The Black Crow and also Stephen from The Black Crow, and that's Shelley Parker Chan, the author of the Radiant Emperor duology, She Who Became the Sun, and also its sequel that I really need to read. And after this, we went to many publishers' party, and this is me with James Logan, the author of The Silverblood Promise, and that's Chris Wooding, the author of The Ember Blade and also The Shadow Casket, one of my favorite series. I love The Ember Blade so much. And then after that, I accidentally meet Emily Byron, one of the editor of Orbit Books, an amazing person. And after that, we went to Head of Zeus party. I met Gaurav Mohanty, the author of The Sons of Darkness. And then we went to Tor UK party. And this is a very crowded place, by the way, but you just cannot see it here. But yeah, if you can see it, it's super crowded, it's super hot, even though the place is supposed to be cool, but it's super hot. And as I said, this is me drinking and talking with Joe Abercrombie again, talking about books or talking about artwork and talking about the upcoming The Devils. And that's Matt on the right, the owner of The Broken Binding. Matt is a really amazing person, by the way. If you don't know about it, then I think you should know. He's awesome. He's an amazing person, kind-hearted, and also very generous. And I think many of us benefit from having The Broken Binding appearing in the market and in the industry. And yet, after this, after talking about this with Joe Abercrombie, the next destination was going to the party at Orbit, and it's even more crowded compared to the Tor UK party. And I was invited to all this publishers party because of my involvement in having done reviews for so many books. And one of the things that I love most about this is that many of them are still being super nice to me, even though I have posted negative reviews as well. I haven't even posted a 5-star reviews for any fantasy book this year. And this is me beside Johan, a Brave Viking, and I'm signing a Polaroid that I took with Veldon, and that's Nazia, the publicist at Orbit, and this is at Orbit Party, and that's Nicholas Eames. He gave me the Underwriter edition of Bloody Rose, and then that's Andrea Stewart, the author of the Drowning Empire trilogy. And then we move on to the next day. By this time, that's Mark Lawrence, the author of so many books like The Broken Empire, Red Queen's War, and also Book of the Ancestor trilogy, one of my favorite series, and then the Library trilogy and Book of the Eye trilogy. You know what? Many books, okay? And we were talking again about books, fantasy, and sci-fi, and also about Worldcon. And you know, one of the things that makes me happy about this, if you don't know, I have posted some negative reviews for Mark Lawrence as well. He was still super nice to me. I think he knows that I just try to be honest as much as possible with my feeling about books. And that's Bryce from Raidmark. And then This is me doing art directing Jeff Brown. That's Jeff Brown with the plastic on his head. And yeah, I tried to draw. What was I trying to draw here again? I cannot actually remember, but it was a fish, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I tried to draw a fish, directing Jeff Brown to do it, and I think it turned out successfully. And yeah, this is a panel with Joe Abercrombie, Scott Lynch, and Aman Jebedi and Jennifer Delany. And yeah, it was a really good panel. I love going to this one. And then that's me with Scott Lynch, the author of The Gentleman Bastards. And yeah, this is me with Joe Abercrombie again. And you know, Scott Lynch actually recognized me. He said that, "You're Petrik. You are super popular," he said. And that makes me happy. And yeah, that's me talking again with Joe Abercrombie before we go to Golang's party. Yeah, Golang's party is the conclusion of the publisher's party, I think, before Angry Robot. But yeah, that's Jenna. Jenna is the publisher for Golang's, and she's responsible, just like Nazia, for sending me review copies to read and review. And yeah, this is super cool. Imagine me talking casually with all these incredible people. And yeah, this is at Golang's party on the night. This one is less crowded. The place is actually very spacey. So yeah, there's that to consider. And this is a celebration for Gillian Redfern as well. Apparently a legendary editor who is in charge of editing the First Law books and Patrick Rothfuss books and many, many other books. And that's me with Rebecca Kuang. Yeah, I get to meet her for a bit. And then again with Taylor, Emily, and Nicholas Eames. And then we move on to day 11. And there's not a lot of clip left here because we were super tired already. And this is the last night before everyone started to leave Worldcon. And that's M.H. Ayinde with her upcoming debut. And then this is me again with Jeff Brown doing a doodle on Ryan Cahill's Of Blood and Fire Broken Binding Press edition. That's with Jenna. And yeah, Jenna is really amazing as well. I'm really grateful for publishers and also all authors who keep on sending me books to read and review. Even though they are not guaranteed positive reviews, they're still so excited to do that, and I will always cherish that. And at night, this is at the last party, and also at the last party at Crown Plaza, this is me and Taylor and talking. I'm not sure when this video will be posted, but it will be posted on her YouTube channel. But yeah, that's really it for Worldcon. I cannot include everything on this vlog, otherwise this vlog will become super long, even longer than it already is. But the next day, we started to separate from many people, and I went to Edinburgh just for the day. And yeah, Edinburgh is a gorgeous place. Gorgeous is an understatement. It feels like a place coming out of an epic fantasy novel, or epic fantasy novel is inspired from this city. I know that The Lost War by Justin Lee Anderson, the name of the series is Aidin, and that's inspired from Edinburgh. And I think Peter McLean's War for the Rose-Throne series, the setting is inspired by Edinburgh as well. And yeah, I'm not surprised because it is truly an incredible place. Some part of it actually reminded me of Bloodborne, but I think I got lucky when I went here because it is very sunny. But apparently in Edinburgh, it's supposed to be gloomy almost all the time. But yeah, I got lucky here because this is beautiful. And that's me in front of, what is this name? Edinburgh Castle, I think. And then this is me inside, I think, a church. But it contains so many beautiful stained glass artwork, and I just had to take a picture. Look at that. So pretty. In Edinburgh again. And then this is one of the greatest shots that I ever took. When I took a picture of this, a bird flew, a pigeon flew at the right time. I think that's amazing, right? And yeah, after that, the next day, we went back to London. And this is, let's skip forward. This is me near South Kensington. And yeah, the next day is all about just making sure every stuff are back in the next hotel, because I will be back the day after tomorrow from this, and then I have dinner near Harrods. And then after that, moving on to the final night of my trip in the UK. And I went to Orbit Books office, or Hachette office, Hachette UK office. And I saw one of my work there. That's JCT, the Broken Binding edition. And yeah, I'm really thankful that Orbit invited me to this place. And I get to see the business side of Hachette here. And yeah, that's about cover it up. I hope you have enjoyed watching my UK vlog videos, and this is from the top of Hachette office. But yeah, after that, the next day, I just went to the airport and then make sure, well, I'm ready for the long flight back. Again, for all of you who watches my UK vlog video, this hasn't been easy to compile for me. This is the first vlogs that I ever recorded and posted. If it's not, thanks to my wife, there won't be any clip at all, not gonna lie. I didn't have time to record anything because I was always talking to someone. And I want to say thank you so much to all of you who say hi to me and talk to me, and also it makes me realize just how much of an impact I have left on the bookish community, because some of this can look invisible, because reviewing books in my place, it can feel isolating sometimes. I only see impact in numbers, like the review I posted, sometimes it brings great sales, but I never see it actually impacting people in person. And in Worldcon, this is the first time I get to experience that, talking to all these people that I have known for many years, readers, authors, editors, publishers. It means so much to me. And I hope, I don't know when, I hope one day I can repeat this experience again. It won't be often, I think, but I look forward to that day. But until then, I want to say thank you so much to all of you, viewers and readers, and also everyone I just mentioned, and everyone who appeared in this video, who have approached me and also have engaged with my content, especially the one who did it in a positive way. Again, I can only say thank you so much for everything, and I will see you in the next video like usual, okay? As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Bye bye.